So by this point, I'm sure everyone here has either seen or read a catch-up on the Art Team dev stream. However, there was a lot of information hidden within the video that they didn't focus on. So let's go through that. First off, birthdays. In Create a Character, we get a peek at a character having a birthday set as an actual month and day. It's also shown in the time control section of the game, again, a real month and day. So we can guess that the game will follow a real world calendar year. I'm curious to see how that would work if someone wants to edit how long a year is in the game. Another interesting feature next to it is that we can see the ability to skip time. The game allows you to move the clock throughout the day and then confirms the time skip with you, so that means if you don't want to fast forward through your character sleeping or something similar to The Sims, you can just skip right through that. Right above that, you can see the pause button, play button, fast forward, super fast forward, and then next to it is something interesting. When it's hovered over, we can see that it's labeled long time skip, and by clicking it, we see that you can skip a week, month, year, or even 10 years. So that's something they mentioned before that is possible to do, and now we're seeing in-game how exactly you would do that. Later on in the stream, we can see at one point that happiness and joy are labeled as two separate emotions. Now we know that happiness is a temporary emotional state according to a reply that they've given. It's influenced by likes, dislikes, as well as other things. But I do wonder what joy could mean. Could it potentially mean what they're labeling as fun, or could it be something else? As all this plays out, we can also see green text below the character's name, which I'm guessing is your relationship to that person. So for example, we can see here that they're roommates and that your roommate has a crush on you. I'm hoping this means that one-sided crushes are a possibility in the game, where you and another character don't always have equal feelings for each other, but we'll have to see with that. In another clip, we can see that this character is the other character's roommate and engaged to them. So I think that we can confidently say this green text showcases your relationship to that person. Now heading over to Create a Character, we can see a lot of interesting things here. For one, it looks like layering is a possibility in the game. Looking at this screenshot, we see check marks over items that the character seems to be wearing. First off, let's note that underwear is its own category in the game. Another thing though is that we see both tops and outerwear clicked, so we can guess that the gray shirt underneath is a top and the blue jacket on top is outerwear, which means again, those are two items of clothing that you can layer. I'm really happy with this choice. It gives a lot more styling options for characters. I know there's a ton of times where I wish I could just throw a jacket over something, so this is really exciting, if true. We also get a quick glimpse at likes and dislikes being categories in the game. One thing I do want to point out, which is a weird wording choice, is that their likes is a TV series. I just find this a little weird. If you like TV shows, they would probably put TV series. So the inclusion of the word a makes me wonder if the game has specific TV shows in them that maybe characters enjoy over others. This isn't a theory I'm putting too much weight on, however it would be really cool if it is in the game that your character can prefer one TV show over another instead of just a genre of TV. And then lastly, we got a screenshot looking at skills. So I can't see this too well, but I'm gonna try and decipher this. We can see nature, something with an A, maybe academics, something else, creativity. The next one looks like it might say interpersonal, technology, mechanical, vehicles, and gardening are all listed as skills that you can do. I do think it's interesting that mechanical is separate from vehicles as an interest. And if that does say interpersonal, I am curious to know what that is. Maybe they mean a communication skill. As for that second word, I have no idea what that says. So if you have any idea, leave a comment below telling me. So I'm sure going through this video more, I can find 4,000 other things that are interesting or maybe hinting at something else, but I think those are the biggest ones. Just a reminder that all the footage we're seeing here is from prototypes and earlier builds, so these things could be removed or scrapped by the time the game releases. Just because we see a birthday using actual month and date doesn't mean that it's actually going to be in the game. They could decide that it doesn't work and completely remove it. Of course, I'm hoping that all of these things are in the game. They would allow more depth and interesting storytelling, but we'll have to see come September. So leave a comment if you notice anything that I might have missed, and tell me what you're most excited for in this video. Bye!